Do you think he could duplicate what he did in Philly and Jacksonville?
I think he's got a shot. I mean, you've got the quarterback. You got the, of course, he's got to get experience and everything, but he's got the tools to be the elite level. So.
Welcome back. National Football Show. It's your boy Dan Sileo. We're going to run down our friend Garry Cobb, who's live in Los Angeles getting ready for Super Bowl 56. He's there for Fox 29 and also the National Football League. So we are very, very excited to get our friend on. We'll reset everything that we tease going into this block here in a second. But live in L.A. and back in a place where my boy went out there, man, and played in the Coliseum. And it's got to feel a little home. I even see some USC red on him right now, man. It could be some scarlet going on. How's it feel to be back home there in L.A.?
Well, it's great. It's great because, I just rolled in, but, of course, I'm familiar with a lot of the surroundings. And, there's excitement, of course, because of the upcoming game and everything. And it's just a great feel because right away you get in. Folks are talking about what's going on. Joe Burrow has gotten a lot of people's attention. He's really put heat on every young quarterback. Joe Burrow has turned up the heat because he's got his team there. I mean, look how many quarterbacks. A guy like Dan Marino. I mean, one of the greatest quarterbacks ever stepped back there. He came to this dance one time. He thought he was going to come back numerous times. Everybody else thought he was going to keep coming back, but he didn't know that was his only time, And you've seen a lot of great quarterbacks who have never come in, don't have a ring from here, So it's not everything is about the quarterback, but a lot of things are about the quarterback now.
Oh, absolutely. This is a time now where you're looking, especially in this era now, Garry, that the quarterback position is so under the microscope. If you don't have that guy, you're not going to get to one of those games. Real quick, though, before we move on here, you played in an era, though, for USC. Come on, let's be candid here. The USC Trojans were more popular than the Los Angeles Rams.
Yeah, you're
okay?
right. And
Come on.
If they get things going, they'll probably be more popular than them again. It's just something about the excitement of the youth, we always were more popular than the Rams, and now just coming in right away, you could see, USC has got that juice, they're excited about Lincoln Riley and people are talking about it. Now, if the Rams win the whole thing, that's probably going to move them up a notch. But still, the excitement of college football, and there is something special about college football, that you enjoy because of all the youth that are involved and everything. And, because a lot of times when you're young, you don't see everything and everything's great, but as you get older, you look closer and go, everything's not, not as great as you thought. But it was a lot of fun. I really, I had a great time in college. And you can see there is excitement here about Lincoln Riley. But, Joe Burrow has shaken up the NFL, man. I mean, for him to get his team there right away, guys out at the thing asking me about Jalen Hurts out at the airport. I'm just trying to get in here. And so I know I'm going to be talking about him a lot because I'm at the hotel, the Intercontinental. It's an NFL hotel. All of the guys here, you got Hall of Famers, they're all here. And a lot of current players that are going to get at the awards dinner, they're all here. And so I'm going to be talking to a lot of people about how they feel about the Eagles and Jalen Hurts and what's going on. And, everybody's talking about the quarterback position because you don't have that guy, man.
You ain't going anywhere if you don't have that guy. Let me move. Let's move on first. I want to hit on Doug Pederson first here. Yeah. I love Doug's press conference. He's talking to one of the media guys. The guy starts going, "You think you'll have any?" He goes, "I will have no issues whatsoever." Do you think Doug duplicates the success that Andy Reid had in Kansas City with all the things. And hey, Gary, I threw this out there a couple minutes ago about Doug's experience having to maneuver around and dealing with a guy like Howie Roseman in ownership. You know, maybe his relationship with Carson Wentz wasn't good enough. Maybe he learned from that mistake. All the things that he's going to take from his experience in Philadelphia, even dealing with the media like he did with that guy.
Yeah.
I thought it was on display. Do you think he could duplicate what he did in Philly and Jacksonville?
I think he's got a shot. I mean, you've got the quarterback. You got the, of course he's got to get experience and everything, but he's got the tools to be the elite level. So you've got that guy there. And then, the big thing is you put the weapons around him. You got to give the kid some protection. So I definitely think he's got a chance to be in the hunt. Now, is he going to win it all? See, to win it all, you got to have everything fall in place that particular year. But I do think he's going to be in the hunt. See, and all you can promise is that you're going to be in the hunt, because everything's got to fall in place for you to win it all. But I think Doug has the wherewithal, especially the way he works with players. I think he's very good working with players. Now, the big thing is, that 2017 year, Howie hit everything right. I mean, they brought in guys that were right at the peak to where they were able to contribute. They had all these guys contributing in that year. And, of course, they went into the Super Bowl, and Doug did an amazing job coaching because he had his foot on the gas the entire game. And that's the reason they beat New England, because Tom was playing out of his mind, and they still were able to beat New England in that game because
and beat them up.
Kept his foot on the gas
and beat them up. I thought they beat the Patriots up too. I mean, Gary, that was a constructed football team that they ended up beating up. Now let me throw this at you here too. Okay, so last two Super Bowls from the NFC, the teams have been Tom Brady, veteran quarterback. They get him from New England.
Yep.
Rams now go up to Detroit, bring in Matthew Stafford.
Wow. Yep.
And now think about this. What we saw where you and I were constantly saying this, we need one of those. And you just started the show off by saying you have to have that position solidified going into the upcoming 2020 year. Jalen's not any one of the guys that we saw during the playoffs or one of these guys. Do you think now the organization, with Howie Roseman, the GM, and the owner, are looking at it like this? There's nobody in the draft. Okay, we're not going to find a Josh Allen this year. There may not be one of these guys for the next 2 years. Do we go and push all our chips in with all these draft choices for Russell Wilson, an Aaron Rodgers, Deshaun Watson, whatever that means for them to be able to go find a quarterback?
I don't know that they would go with the Aaron Rodgers. If you go with because the team really, look at the wide receivers they have. These young kids, they're not ready for the big dance right now. I look at a Devontae Smith. He after next year, he comes out and plays the way I think he's capable. He's used to the NFL. Now, hey, let's go. We can go as far as we want to go. I don't know if they're ready for that right now. I think they're going to get a veteran wide receiver. I'm sure of that. What they do at the quarterback position, I don't think they know what they're going to do. Because they got.
Is it too late then, Gary? Is it too late then? I mean, we're now in February. We've got a draft in a few months.
Yeah.
What's the time frame? Do you think they have to figure this thing out here? Because again, you can't let this thing meander into, I think, draft day or free agency. So do you think by free agency in March they've got to have this figured out?
I think they have to make a decision about what they want to do, which way they want to go. Now, if they they always have going with Jalen back here.
Right.
They always got that back there in their back pocket. But they're going to look at some of these things, and I don't think they know the way this thing is going to plan out. But they do have to push it and go ahead and dig in there and see, well, what can we get here? Where you basically go to a team and tell them, okay, what if we were to give you A, B, and C? Could we do a deal? Could we do something for A, B, and C? Let's say you're talking with Russell Wilson, and you got to think, how many years does Russell Wilson have left? Are these other guys going to be ready while Russell's here in those 5 years. That's what they got to process through. And, certain guys they're going to eliminate. Maybe that eliminates Russell Wilson. Maybe that makes you start looking at, the kid, one of these other younger kids. Maybe they haven't. Nobody has said that there's special guys in the draft. Maybe somebody gets excited about somebody as we go through it. It hasn't happened yet to that level. There has been a little excitement, but
the kid Kenny Pickett from Pitt, they've kind of kicked their heels up, and the kid Malik Willis little bit from Liberty,
That's
showing
right.
his athleticism, maybe a little bit like Trey Lance. But the other guys have been very pedestrian in how they've been approached as potential guys.
I don't think I haven't seen the franchise quarterback that excites you to where he's going to be on that level. I haven't seen that guy yet. I've seen, the guys you just talked about, of course they were making a big deal about the kid Willis and everything, but you look over there, you go, it looked like Jalen.
That's right. Right. That's not much of an upgrade there. Okay, let me roll into this one here too, Gary. Jonathan Gannon was told by the Texans the other day that he wasn't going to get the Texans job, and so he's back in Philadelphia. Your take on Jonathan Gannon coming back for year 2? Will it be better, in your opinion, for year 2 for Jonathan Gannon as defensive coordinator?
I think so. I think he probably learned some things from this past year. I think he's going to be more aggressive this next year. He knows the guys he has. I don't think he felt great about, the secondary to where, these guys are going to hold up. I think he'll be willing, because they're probably going to do something. They're going to add some people in the secondary and improve their speed and coverability. And I think you're probably going to see him be more aggressive in this next year. Plus, they got to get a pass rusher. They got to add to the pass rush. So I think they're going to add some people on the defense, which is going to allow him to be more aggressive. So I do think he's going to get better. And I think he probably learned some things from this first year out there because talking about it and doing it are two different things, So I
zone coverage sucks. Zone coverage sucks.
Come on, man.
Press the son of a bees, man. Come on.
You can't just sit in that zone. You're right. You can't just sit there and play that passive zone. Even you can play a more aggressive zone. I remember because I played with, David Lewis at USC and all those guys they had on that Tampa Bay defense.
One of my Buck brothers.
That's right.
I love David.
That's right. So those guys played an aggressive zone. See, you can play, but you got to have the guys got to be able to communicate and things, and I could see where they could get a marquee linebacker. They could use a linebacker that's got that burner speed that's in there. They just got to be more aggressive if they're going to play zone. You can't play the soft zone, man. These guys will eat you up. We saw that where the teams were getting historical records against the Eagles where you got 80% completion rate. You can't do that and win in the NFL. So I don't think he's going to play like that anymore.
Yeah, no. I think he's going to do.
Yeah, he'd be a lot more aggressive.
Be improved. I do. All right, let's get to Super Bowl 56. Mm-hmm. Who do you like, Bengals or Rams?
I gotta go with the Rams. I mean, I look at all the players, and I could be wrong because doggone it, the Bengals have been underdogs all the way through, so they're going to be comfortable in their spot. But I look at the Rams, man. They have some they got a lot of talent over there. And I just think that they just have too much for the Bengals. They should be able to score. They should get in the 30s when it comes to scoring. They got to score at least 30, 35, 40 points.
Yeah, but Gary, what quarterback do you trust, Joe Burrow or Matthew Stafford?
I got to say that I trust Burrow more than Stafford.
Well, hey, watch this. Look what I just did. I kind of moved you over here a little bit and went, okay, you're right, man. All the, the Cooper Cubs of the world.
That's right.
Donalds, they got Burrow, though. There's something special about this kid, isn't there?
There's something special about him, yeah. Kid's a winner, man. Kid's a winner. You see over there all the time. He does not get flustered. He's cool as a cucumber. And I'm telling you, as much as he's been sacked and hit, the fact he doesn't get up and go berserk. Because, come on, I remember playing against Marino. He gets hit because we sent a blitz. This was with Buddy and some blitz and got to Marino. He got up, man. He was chewing out guys, man. And Burrow gets hit as much as I don't know. I'm waiting for him to blow up. I'm just waiting for him to blow up because these guys aren't blocking anybody. But the son of a gun hang in there. But I'll tell you this. I know we're getting off of the game a little bit, but going in the future, they cannot let him keep getting hit like that. So he's going to have a short career.
Oh, no, they need to go into the draft.
But he could find a way. They could find a way, man. And Jamar.
They found a way they found a way in the championship game against Kansas City to get it done too. So I want to throw this at you too. A couple last questions here for you, Gary.
Yeah.
Sean McVay's record now: 55-26 during the regular season. He's 6-3 in the postseason now. He's got 2 NFC championships. You got to think all the experience of now having gone to the Super Bowl, getting out coached by Belichick, which is no shame in anything here.
Yep.
You've got to think that the advantage is on the side here too. Zach Taylor, I don't know very much about, but you would think that the coaching too. And he is going to learn from that loss to the Patriots. Do you agree?
I agree. And this is really Sean McVay has shown a lot this year because they didn't get this easily. I mean, they battled despite the fact that they came in and everybody's looking at them to do something special this year. When you can go through this and deal with it and still be there at this time, I got to take my hat off to Sean McVay. He's shown a lot of toughness, and I think that's going to come through as we go forward. But they go ahead and get this. He's making some space for himself. Well, they got to start talking about Sean McVay. I mean, because everybody knows he's got a gift for operating an offense. He's got a gift for running plays and all that, and designing an offense. But now with them being back here the second time, if they could go ahead and win this thing, you got to start stepping back because you look at his record. He's got the best record really in the NFL next to Belichick. Come on, the kid is on a special run, man. He's doing some amazing things that you haven't seen done by head coaches in the NFL very much.
Absolutely. Gary, as to close this up here, as we were younger and we were going to our colleges, when I was a young kid, I loved the fact that I go like this, that's Garry Cobb right there. Holy cow. And then you ended up playing with Batman, my friend, but you're in the Coliseum. You're playing. Yeah. I go, man, we must have played at 2 of the greatest places because I played in the Orange Bowl.
Yep.
And you played in the LA Coliseum. Funny, I played against the Raiders in the Coliseum. I played against the Rams in Anaheim, which was even crazier. But
that's
right. Really a great venue that you played in, man. You'll always be my idol as a kid. I respect you a lot, and thank you so much for doing this, brother. Have a great time at Super Bowl 56.
Hey, will do, and I'm going to be talking and have some different things that people are going to be talking about out here. It's going to be very interesting. So
we'll catch you Monday.
We'll have some interesting things to talk about.
You got it. Thank you so much. That's my friend Garry Cobb from Fox 29 in Philadelphia. So he's there for the entire Super Bowl 56 week for Fox 29 and also the National Football League. All right, we're going to take a small time out. Please hit the like button. Keep it right here on the National.